Hello everyone, welcome to my review of the Kerikit Midi Lennox. This is in the beautiful Oxblood colour. This is my second Midi Lennox. I do have some video reviews of it packed more for with children. This video is going to be more as a purse for yourself. I'm going to go around the outside features of the bag quickly because I have got a more in-depth review on my anti-growth version of it as well. Just so you can get familiar with if you haven't seen it before, and then I'll change the camera angle and we'll have a look inside. So I've got the included short strap on here. The Midi Lennoxes are all the convertible style ones, so it does come with a long strap that you can use to make it into a backpack. And the update for the new ones, so you can see I've got this little plastic on the bottom, these kind of pop in and out. So on the older style, that was kind of flopping around a little bit, which I found a little bit difficult. But actually, I really like it like this because it's not a bag I would use in that way. But the larger Lennoxes that have the same feature, I probably would be more comfortable using it as a backpack. But it's such a beautiful purse, I'm just happy to use it with the short strap. You can also buy the Gretchen, which is a longer version of this style of strap. These are sold separately, and it is I'll just quickly attach it. It is a bit longer, and actually I find that slightly better for accessing the bag and not having to ever really use it crossbody. I think that makes a bit of a difference, but equally it's still just as comfortable, just slightly up further under your arm. With the shorter strap. Let me take that off. You can also buy a wide crossbody leather strap as well, if you want to be able to wear these crossbody, and that's I have one for my anti-growth, and it's a really comfortable strap. But you can also buy the Webster, which is the more webbing style straps as well, if you want to change up a little bit. So lots of options to make it how you'd like to use it. So on the front of the bag, like the full-size Lennox, you have the angled shaped pockets. These are slightly smaller, and they have zips, beautiful zips on there. On each side you get an insulated bottle pocket on the outside on both sides, and obviously because you've got the strap rings, you can use these as to attach to a pram as well as for the straps. On the back side of the bag you have one long zip pocket. I think you saw when I put that up that way, but you have the 4 metal feet. And the Midi Lennoxes have a zip top entry to them. Okay, and also dangling on here, this is also sold separately. This is the Warrior tassel. So on the Midi Lennox, it obviously hangs a little bit further down the bag than it does on the full-size Lennoxes, and you can get your tags personalised. I haven't put a picture in this one yet, which I normally do, and then you get the little embellishment there as well, so you can get that too. So the one thing about Kerikit is you can build it the way that you want to, which is why the term kit is used quite a bit with Kerikit, so that it's personalised to you and how you like to carry your bags and how you like them to look. So right, I'm going to change the angle so we can take a look inside of the bag. So let's jump into the inside of the bag. The Kerikit bags are full grain leather, and the Oxblood is a pebbled version. You can just see the pebble there. Oxblood does change a lot in different lights, so as I move it around you might see different sort of tones coming out. And it's quite a dreary day today, so I haven't got any bright lights coming into the room at all. So in these front pockets here, this is packed as a purse. I went to a PTA meeting last night, so I've kept it packed up so I could show you how I had it packed, but I've got some lip gloss, manicure set, just poked in there. On this pocket, I have my anti-growth Opera, which has some tissues and stuff in it. I'm never quite sure what to use these for, and they're just so beautiful. But I've got the tissues in there. On the side of the bag in the bottle pockets, I tend to keep bottles inside bags as much as possible, but in this pocket I've got a large reusable shopping bag. in case I might need it for something. On this side of the bag, I have a hand sanitizer attached just here, and I have nothing in the bottom pocket. So on the back side of the bag, just that way, and this zip pocket here, I have my mask. So this is the one I used last night, and then I have some spare ones in here in a little wet bag. There, actually. I could easily get my phone in there as well, but I carried it actually more in my pocket because I was still doing some work messages on my way kind of to the PTA meeting, so I didn't have it inside a pocket. But I have an iPhone 11 which fits lovely in here, and my iPhone 8 Plus always fitted quite nicely in my other Midi Lennoxes. That's quite a lovely pocket. So now I'm going to go on to the inside. Hopefully you can see just how. Actually, let's turn it that way. Okay. Okay, it's quite packed because there was some regulations about how we held the meeting. We were actually a registered charity, so we are allowed to meet during COVID. It just, we have to do it in a certain way. So we had to bring our own drinks. So I had in here my trusty little Swell bottle. This is a 9-ounce one, which fits lovely in the Midi Lennoxes. If I wanted to take a larger one, I would have probably put it on the outside bottle pocket, but I just needed some water, and that was absolutely fine. I always carry, just sitting in the middle, the metal reusable straws. My children have the silicone ones, but I don't mind using the metal ones that came with the set. I quite like these, and then you have the silicone sort of tips, so you're not actually touching the metal. I quite like those, so I could use that with my bottle. And then also sitting sort of in the main part of the bag, this is an Ella Dane pouch that I take from bag to bag. It's just got my personal stuff in it. In terms of there's some hand soap in case there's nothing in the bathrooms, extra lip gloss in case I forget to pack one, hairbrush, spritzer in case I need it, a little bit of makeup, touching up, Clinique, foundation, and then I get water on my knee quite badly sometimes, so I always carry a knee bandage as well, just in case I need to pop one on, but that just pops inside there, and that goes quite lovely, I think, with Oxblood. That's the, I'm not sure what it's got an actual name, but that's the flowery one. And also sitting in there, because it was obviously a meeting, I had a notebook, because I am deputy chair and has to take some minutes. I'm flashing on my notes anywhere, am I? So I had that, and then obviously I had the agenda stuff just there. So that is the empty bit of the bag, and it wasn't overly packed or heavy at all. I could have still got more in there. And then in this side pocket here, I just have my hand cream that I pretty much carry everywhere. And then I'm on the back wall of the bag, which is the back side of the bag. There are 2 elasticated pockets just here. This one has the key leash just above it, and I have my keys, and my keys are quite bunchy, so they were actually tucked inside that pocket, so they weren't scratching anything else. They were in there. And then I have my Gabby wallet, which does have some cash in it as well, but some other bits and pieces I carry with me. And because I was being lazy last night, I grabbed my Poppy out of my Greta. I didn't actually put the cards inside here. I just grabbed the Poppy from the Greta, and carried both of them. But if I was going out for longer, I probably would have consolidated what's in the Poppy into the Gabby wallet. And on this side, just above this pocket, you have a pen loop. So I had a pen. And then you have a back zip pocket just here with the Kerikit logo embossed on the leather. So in here, this is actually something I have in my bag all the time. This is my daughter's beanie and silicone straw. In case I'm out and I need either of those, it's always tucked in the back pocket. And then I have a Jujubee Be Charged, which has my Oyster card in it. And then I actually have my daughter's zip card, because they've now changed the rules on children using public transport. They have to have it's a free card, but I still have to have an ID for her until she's 11. And I've lost my son's. I think my husband's got it somewhere, hopefully. So there should be 3 of them, and they're just always kind of tucked in that little pocket. So if I go on to the front side of the bag, this is one of the updates to the Midi Lennox. Before, you just had the press stud in the middle, and then you could just open or close it. Now you have this lovely, ingenious little clip, which you can take off. So if you have something really tall in there, you can still clip it. And then you just use, you let it go loose, and then you just use that on there. But I'm using it as 2 pockets because I'm not using it for an iPad or a laptop or anything that might need to go in there. My 13-inch laptop doesn't fit in here. It is just attached too big. But my 10.5, the new 7th generation iPad with a case on it, that fits quite nicely in that pocket. So in that sort of my divided pocket on this side, I have a small Sullivan packing case, and for my bags that have the larger front pocket with all the kind of organisation that comes with that, I have little coin purses and different bits and pieces, but you don't have that on the Lennox. So what I do is then just put all of those into the small packing case, and then I can just transfer that between the bags. So actually that does fit inside some of the big, like the amber pocket and the joy pocket, it does fit inside. I don't actually have to decant it all, but I could and put it into that organisation. But for the Lennox, lovely, it keeps it all nice and neat in there, and I'm not keep changing everything around every 5 minutes. Because of where we are with COVID as well, I always carry wipes. I have one set with antibacterial wipes and one with just normal water wipes. There's normally a sticky child somewhere at some point, or even my own hands, and the antibacterial wipes as well, just because we were serving a few sort of nibbles and stuff, so we just wanted to make sure we had some available. The school, actually in the end, school had them, but I bought them just in case I needed them. And then actually I took those out and then have a nice shot inside the bag. And I've just realised on this set here you have the 2 pockets, and like the full size Lennox you have a little one here, and I've still got my little sweets. I had some humbugs stuck in there in case I needed them. They're stuck in that little pocket. Great little place for them to hide. There you go, that's the updated Midi Lennox. The interior of this is bound, so I didn't really find with the Midi Lennox to be too much of a problem. With the big Lennox, it was more of an issue that it wasn't. But having now seen it in the Midi Lennox, it does make a difference. Nothing is pulling or coming away when you're trying to get things in and out, which is really nice. And it kind of looks nice and neat. So there you go, that is the Kerikit Midi Lennox, packed as just a purse for me really, for when I need to go out on a slightly more than a short trip that would require a Greta. I hope you found that useful. Bye.